What up, playboys and playettes? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm back bringing you a fantastic commentary. It's been a couple days. Well, it's actually been 4 days since I did anything, and that's a creature of convenience more than anything else. I want to talk about something that I actually do in real life. Maybe you guys can enjoy it. Maybe you can do it yourself. It's something fun I like to do when I'm busy or when I'm bored. I'm universally known for having the incredible patience. Incredible patience. And one of the reasons I have this patience is I have a really good imagination. Like when I'm sitting there in a waiting room or sitting there waiting on somebody, I can do this for hours. And I'm talking about 2 or 3 hours at a time because I can create my own scenarios in my head, and it's like playing a video game. One of the things I like to do, and this is more of a questionary one, but it's one of them I do, is the movie Leprechaun. I don't know if you guys remember Leprechaun, the Luscious Jennifer Aniston. She got her star in Leprechaun 1. Well, Warwick Davis has the series Leprechaun. It kind of spinned off into like some corny stuff like Leprechaun from the Hood and stuff like that, you know. Yeah. But the series itself gave me the idea. Leprechaun is about a little leprechaun that people take his pot of gold, and to get it back, he starts killing them. Well, the first thing they always do after they get a pot of gold is they start asking for wishes. Here, give me your wish, lad. And what he ends up doing... And that plane's awful close. What he ends up doing is turning the wishes around on them. And it makes you think, how would you word your wish? Because think about it. Almost every wish can get turned around in some way. What is the perfect wording for a wish? I mean, this might sound corny, so let's give some examples. Alright, one of the things I've always wanted, I love food. Always enjoyed food to the max. One of the things I'd wish for is how... I'm not thought about this wording, but I wish that I would not gain weight when I ate food. I mean, just think about that. Not gain weight when I ate food. But I'm thinking like, oh man, I can gorge myself. But at the same time, that could be turned around on me. Like, yeah, I wouldn't gain weight, but I'd never be able to gain weight. Maybe calories don't affect me. Maybe I starve to death within a month. You know, I'll be like some thinner, some Stephen King shit. That would suck. Just think of how would you word that? I wish eating mass quantities of food would have no negative effects. Is that the proper way to word that? And having no negative effects, I think that would be the proper way to word that. I wish I could eat food and have no negative effects. But negative effects is very, very... How would you word that? It's very broad. Obtuse. It's very obtuse. But there's other things like, I wish I was a millionaire. Well, how are you going to become a millionaire? Maybe you become a millionaire as a child pornographer. Maybe you become a millionaire as, you know, a drug smuggler. Now you go into jail after you get your $1 million. I mean, you'd have to word it like, I wish I was a millionaire for some successful, you know, you'd have to go so in depth with the wishes because everything can be turned around on you. That's something I like to do personally. Another thing I always like to do is kind of like think about characters. Like, I love playing RPGs. I don't know if you guys have caught my live streams lately. I'm playing through Final Fantasy Tactics on a live stream. People show up, they watch, they have a good time, and hang out and talk. But in that, they have a bunch of skill sets. I like to think about skill sets and how they relate to each other. For example, like, I've always thought about what's the perfect Rosma. And like, oh man. Or like the perfect character in Final Fantasy Tactics. Or like the most unbeatable character in Final Fantasy Tactics. And like, yeah, I'm sure somebody's broke it down by now, but I was there thinking it'd be, let's see. It would be a monk with 2 swords, with a high brave. He'd have magic power switch and magic power move. Punch art. And the secondary skill would be like mathematics. But see, that wouldn't work because mathematics requires all faith, and the monk has a low magic attack. I don't know. Maybe white magic for like protect and stuff. I don't know. But these are just cool ideas. What would you guys wish for, and how would you word that wish? Let me know in the description below. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and more videos to come. Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption. I just want to do a video, just kind of get back in touch with you guys and everything. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. I've uploaded 2 videos in like the last 2.5 weeks, and a lot of that's a lot of different things. One of the things is I've been trying to readjust life. I've been trying to redo the channel. I've been trying to take a step back and figure out what I was doing wrong. And a lot of it is just trying to see where I want to take life in general. I mean, this isn't any kind of emotional video. But as you'll see on the screen here, I've basically been working with my girlfriend to try and make an eating regimen for me. Because one of the really bad things that I do all the time is eat out. Not to say that buying food's any cheaper. I mean, it's about the same price to basically have my girlfriend come over and cook and versus going and getting something. But I figured if I eat stuff that's not really processed and all this, I mean, not all the meals I'm eating are going to be really, fantastic for me, but they're going to be in smaller portions. And instead of going and eating out 2 or 3 times a day, I'm going to be like, I don't know, a salad or fruit salad, or maybe like a multi-grain sandwich or PB&J or something like of that nature. Just trying to change things in my life, trying to focus more on eating at the house and doing small things like that. Hopefully, like I said before, I made this promise before that me and my brother are actually going to get into the gym, but for the most part, that isn't planned yet. I also have a plan to do something kind of unique, and it kind of spawns from the last time we had PK. I mean, PK hasn't came out in like a couple weeks or something like that. And a couple reasons. One, half of it's missed last week. Me being part of that half that missed last week, mainly because my sleep pattern is so messed up. I was hoping today that my sleep pattern would get better, but it's leaning more towards like it's not going to get better because I ended up taking a nap at like 2 o'clock. I don't know. My body's just naturally designed to sleep in the daytime. I mean, the last 10 years of my life, I've always been up at night. When I worked in the factory, I worked the night shift. When I played video games, I play at night. So when I had days off, I slept through the day and played at night. So being up during the day is really hard for me. And I don't know. It's just been really messed up sleep patterns lately. And I know a lot of people will come at me like, maybe that's one reason why you're fat. I doubt it. I mean, I've had dietitians and physical trainers tell me that, when you wake up is when you wake up. I mean, but there's a lot of rumors, a lot of skepticism out there that, talking about, oh, your body shuts down at this certain time. Well, maybe that can change because your bodies aren't programmed to do anything. They're pretty much creatures of habit, but that's a whole nother story. But as you can see, refrigerator is packed full of good, nutritious food: grapes, strawberries, oranges, apples. I have 4 or 5 meals cooked at me at one time. My girlfriend comes over in the beginning of the week and actually cooks 5 meals at one time, and she won't let me show it, but it's really, really hard to sit there and watch her do that, because one, it takes like 3 hours to cook 5 meals. I mean, because you got to clean the pot, you got to put the pot back on. I mean, she makes 5 different meals, like from scratch. And then she puts them all in containers and labels them and tells me when I should eat them. And she's really good to me. But I figured I'd go and do this video. I had it done with the iPhone, but I didn't really like the audio quality, so I'm just going to kind of like supplement iPhone stuff in there. I really want to do a Dragon Age 3 video. I'm not sure if they did the unveiling yet or not. But I know that they're supposed to unveil Dragon Age 3 in E3, and I want to make a video talking about the previous 2 Dragon Ages, because I've been a very avid fan of Dragon Age, and I really don't like what they're saying about they're going to do with Dragon Age 3, and I want to talk about the pros and cons, and maybe even delve into maybe more in-depth look at the first 2 games. Call of Duty, oh man, I literally haven't touched the game since I started getting DOSed on my live stream again. I was on a really good Call of Duty sprint for a while, mainly when Dead Silence and Awareness came back into it. It really revitalized the series for me for at least a month. Maybe the new map pack will come out soon and that'll change some things. There's still some achievements I want to get. I've been back to achievement hunting really hardcore. As you can see right here, I'm going to show some of my Dragon Age achievements that I've been working on. And there's the Black Ops stuff I want to get. I haven't touched Mob of the Dead yet. I mean, I really need to touch Mob of the Dead. But it's been your boy Wings of Redemption, just doing a check-in video, let you know I haven't died. And just going through a rough patch. Hopefully, I'm going to take this month. I'm not taking this whole month off, but I'm going to take this month and kind of like change the way the channel goes. And hopefully by the time July comes in, we'll be back to full steam ahead. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for sticking around even when I die off for like 2 weeks. I'm not doing this on like an XCal purpose or anything. Last of Us comes out next week. Let me know in the description below if you'd actually would mind watching me play Last of Us, just to have something that keeps going on the channel. Peace, people. Well, what's up, playboys? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and my beard is smooth as ever. This ain't pew beards, mugs. This ain't a pew beard. This beard's nice, soft. It's not whiskery at all. It's not like Brule. Women love to feel it. So do yours. But I got a good game here for you today. I'm going to be breaking down a search and destroy game on Standoff, which is in League Play. I mean, pretty much all I play now is League Play. And it's with the M1216 shotgun. I ended up going 15-1. And I'm going to show some of the tactics you can use. And they're very easy to copy, very easy to mimic, that you can apply to your own game. Hopefully you find this video useful. If you do, please leave a like, rating. And as always, thank you for watching. See you guys in the video. So let's go ahead and get into this shindig right here. Search and destroy League Play. Let's go ahead and show the opening route I take on the defensive side. This is one of my favorite routes on standoff defense. What I like to do is I like to come around the B-bomb, and you'll see right here, I'll come across the flower gardens, and I'll wait for a second. Generally, you might get somebody trying to quick plan here. So I aim it, and I throw it up in the top. If you really want to, you can aim it into the door of the stairs, and you might catch a guy coming there. If you'd go in and aim for the door, which you'll see me do that later on in the video, and it works, you want to kind of let your grenade cook just a little bit less. But let's go back for a second. I want to show you something why and how I got into the building here. So let's go back to where we were standing at. Here we go. And if you notice the blue triangle up at the top of my mini-map, I've slowed the gameplay down a little bit. And you'll notice that's actually Angel French. You notice this. I'm worried about a guy standing in the front door here. I don't want to jump across because I don't have a weapon capable of fighting the guy in the front door at that range. But I see Angel go through, so that gives me the okay that I can go through. There's always the risk that the guy will be standing in the top of the window. But since Angel went through, I figured it was okay. But see, Angel gets busted on the steps. This guy's reloading, and I come across spraying. One of the big benefits of the revolver shotgun, I don't want to call it an automatic, is that it's sprayable. Those kind of situations I just got into is where it shines the best. It's not going to beat a Remington. It's not going to beat a Sega 12. Hell, it might not even beat a KSG. But it is really good at close range, and it's really good for hitting people up when they don't know you're there. Thus is the reason I like to use it for search and destroy and hardpoint on small maps. But let's go and look at this breakdown. I'm the last person alive. If you've seen, Magmar died just a second ago, and I've seen his skull. So I position myself so I know the guy is this to the left of B. So I positioned myself so that I had a good look at it. So if he ran to A, tractor to plant the bomb, I would see him go, and I could change my route there. Or he could go to B, which I figured he was going to be anyway, based off the amount of time that was left. As you'll notice in the clip that I was just playing above, I actually sound... Well, I don't want to call it sound whore. That's a little PC. I ninja'd him. And I also ninja'd this guy. That was two guys. One of the benefits of sitting on that wall that I showed you is you get to hear, if you have awareness and dead silence, the people coming down the green alley. I heard the guy coming. When I hear the guy coming, I'll wait to hear him mantle. Basically, what mantling is when you jump up on something, he'll go, whew, make a little sound like he's getting up on the mantle. As soon as he does that, most people are going to be sprinting. You can either catch him on the mantle if he doesn't have dexterity, or in the sprint if it has dexterity. Either way, it works both ways, and you can easily win the match. Okay, that was actually the round that I died in. I'm cutting it out mainly because we ended up losing that round, and we lost that round legitimately. The round before that, we lost because of our greenie. If you notice our little green arrow on our map, he's actually sitting around and shooting. One of the big things I like to do in league play, or search and destroy, I'm a very good search player. Well, I like to think I'm a very good search player. I can get it done. Let me put it that way. But I like to run to that corner because I can always beat them to that corner, especially with a shotgun or a submachine gun, something that's really fast running. And I like to wait and hear if they want to push tractor, because a lot of people love to push tractor. There was a ninja. That was awareness dead silence again. I heard him coming through his footsteps, and now I'm in a clutch mode. All right, I got 2 kills. I actually picked this up. I came back this way in hopes that he would come looking for me at tractor, which he did, and that's how that kind of planned out. He pretty much played into it. I killed 2 guys at A. I killed the second guy at A, and I knew I was on a 2v1 clutch. As soon as you kill that dude, you got to take a risk. I didn't know if that guy was going to be waiting on me at a hotel. If he was waiting on me at a hotel, I probably would have lost. But he didn't. Sometimes games are based off luck. We haven't really showed an offensive route yet. We've lost our first 2 offensive routes. This is the first offensive route that we won. And what I do in this, what I like to do is, see this leather couch? I like to jump on this leather couch and go down like this. One, it kind of startles people, and they don't expect it. I used to like something like that. But the green guy gets killed. But I see the guy, and he doesn't know I'm there. But I shot him. But I'm pretty confident now, since I hit him, I can beat him. And I pretty much do that. I force my way up and win just off of sheer spray ability of my weapon. And I win the gunfight. So let's keep going on. So I go back into where my comfort zone is. My comfort zone with the shotgun is the hotel. If I can get to the hotel or near the Chinese building on B, I can generally get the wins. And it's right there, boom. Cleaned it up. I'm currently 10-1 at this point. Let's move on, hopefully give you some more tips. Alright. Let's show this route actually working. Alright, this is this route played perfectly. Let's watch it. I'm 10-1 at this point. I cook the grenade. Throw it, hit the door. Boom. Always works. Not always, but about 50-50. If you do that in the first or second round, you can always get that kill. Unless they have flak jacket on. But that's a really good nade to use. As it comes back here, guess what? I'm pretty sure I heard somebody. I can't really hear it now. Yeah, I heard somebody. I heard he came around the grass side, because there's a difference between standing on grass and mantling. If he comes to that point and you hear the footsteps keep getting louder and there's not a mantle, that's when you know that you need to, he's going to be coming up and around, and you can kind of catch him off guard, or even, kind of corner angle him from the door. It's perfect in that situation. Angel over here catches this guy. I'm not sure if this guy would have killed me or not. Angel did call him out for me, so when I was coming out the Hellstorm missile, I knew he was going to be there, but he did kind of push me really quickly. And this goes into the last round, round 8. And this is another offensive round. Up to this point, we won 2, lost 2 offensive rounds. That's why it's 5-2. So we kind of struggled against the team on the offensive rounds, mainly because we didn't really have a 4th guy. Necromantic, he kind of duped us in round number 2, and we lost because he took the bomb and then went AFK hiding with it. Kind of like trolling. I don't know if he knew me or what, but he kind of did that kind of number. So I'm here. I'm waiting behind the pot. Just listening, trying to pick up something. Everybody's in the hotel at this point. So Angel decides to push out. So Angel pushes out. Well, that's Magmar. I'm sorry. Magmar pushes out. He gets 1 kill. And then Magmar goes, oh, courtyard. And then I get stunned. I come out in the courtyard and I get him. And that instantly gives me a sentry gun and a lightning strike. So the green guy decides to go wander off now, and I know I got a lightning strike, so yeah. The guy's shot. It's over. Lightning strike. There's number 15. That's a standard league play, search and destroy with the 870. Well, the 1216 M1216 shotgun. Very good shotgun. There's a really good tutorial for standoff on how to use the shotgun properly in a search environment, and it's one of my go-to kits. I also use this in hardcore and standoff. Standoff is a really good shotgun map. For future references, Remington still beats in every category. Just use it if you want to have something to do or have fun or just have a unique flair. Thanks for watching this video, and it's been your boy Wings of Redemption. I'm out. Hi guys, it's Jordie. You know, I don't know if this PK actually made it out, but Painkiller already we had a guest on. He was the Asian guy from Arrested Development. I think that's the Painkiller already that really, it kind of got messed up. The audio got messed up on it. I don't know if Woody ever got it out or not, or if anybody's actually seen it. But on that podcast, we challenged Woody, or I challenged Woody. He said he could do like, I don't know, I think he said he could do 40 sit-ups within 1 minute. And I can't do nowhere near that. But during that challenge, he ended up doing like 54 or something like that. He blew his target goal way out the water. I mean, Woody's in incredibly good shape for his age. And it made me think, like, could I do 1,000 sit-ups in a week? How many sit-ups can I do? Well, let's find out. Let's record myself doing as many sit-ups as I can do in one sitting. And hopefully it is. My goal, well, I'd like to do 250 sit-ups. So if you take that 7 days a week, that means I need to do like 35 sit-ups in this session. So 30, 35, 40. So I'm aiming anywhere between 30 and 40 sit-ups. And I don't know if I can do that many. Want to find out? Let's watch. Alright. I do a lot of camera tricks to kind of hide my weight. But I can't hide my weight in this video. Just getting down here is actually winding me a little bit. I'm about 440 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark. Been eating healthy all week, drinking plenty of water. I'm gonna use the chair here as kind of a guide. Let me go and push this table back a little further. I don't want to hit my head on it. So my technique's not going to be great. I have no kind of physical trainer. I've never experienced anything like that, so don't expect much. But do I do have a goal, so I'm gonna be using as much muscle as I can this first time, and I'm probably gonna cheat as much as humanly possible. But just keep in mind that my abs are gonna be probably picking up 150, 200 pounds here, and this is gonna be hard. Getting down here, I'm thinking, man, can I do 10? And like 30 seems so far off, but ain't nothing to do it. So let's get started. How do I do it? Oh, okay. My back popped. I can't do it. I'm on 20. I'm on. That one didn't count. I didn't make it. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Oh my God. I don't know if you can see this. Oh my. My toe is shaking. Like it won't come out of that clenched position. And my abs right here, they're all like fists. I don't think I have any. Oh God, I think I shredded my abs. Oh my God, I'm having muscle spasms all through here. It feels like somebody's giving me a tummy twister. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's 21. 250 feels like a long way away. I think I'll start with 100 and work to 250 and maybe work to 1,000. Me smash. What's up, guys? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I figured I'd do a little vlog today. Not a very promising day on the old Call of Duty. Figured I'd just go and show some stuff off. I'm currently up to 42 sit-ups this week. I did 21 the other day in a video, and I did another 20 on painkiller already last night. And, well, another 21 on painkiller already last night. My abs are really sore right now. So I'm probably going to do another 5 to 10 in this video. And maybe do another 5 to 10 before I go to bed, and do with that. I just want to go ahead and kind of let you on little parts of my life and where they're coming from. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. First off, might as well show you my pants. All right, let's back that off a little bit. All right, my pants. I wear them the old man style. The reason for this is because, if you can tell, I don't have a butt. I have a case of what you call the gonads, and it's just more comfortable for me. When I was in school, basically. To save money, my grandmother would always buy pants that went on my hips, and that wasn't the bee's knees for me. I mean, because what it did would make my crack of my butt like hang out all the time, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna start wearing them on my waist, because your waist is where your navel's at, and that's exactly where my pants are, on my navel. It's a lot more comfortable. I kind of hide the fact a couple ways. One, by like putting a shirt over, like I'll take a t-shirt and wear over it, or just a button up, and it'll just hide the fact that I have my pants hiked up. Just get the proper lengths and you'll be fine. It's a lot more comfortable. I guess we should go and get the sit-ups out the way. Well, we had a guest come and visit me when I lay down to do the sit-ups. Miss Ginger. Miss Ginger. Everybody wonder, where's Ginger at? Ginger's right here. Hey, Ginger. My girlfriend's currently upset at me. Well, she's not upset at me. She's just unhappy with the way the day's going. Mainly because of she wants me to go to her house and like sit there while she cleans and or help her clean and do stuff like that, and it's like, oh man, I mean, her house is really boring. It really is. She don't have internet, she don't have cable TV, so pretty much I have to go there and play Final Fantasy Tactics on my phone, which is fine. I mean, I'll do that from now and then, but like lately I kind of went into a spiraling depression for the last 2.5 weeks. That's why the videos hadn't been coming out, because I just had no drive to do anything. Like, all I wanted to do was sleep, and that's pretty much all I did was sleep. And I slept, I played Final Fantasy Tactics, I did some stuff, but basically I hit rock bottom. I mean, eventually you got to come out of it and realize you have responsibilities that you have to do. And it kind of sucks at the same time that it has to be responsibilities. It just can't be the way you want to do it anytime you want to do it. But that's the bricks. It is responsibilities. Like, if I don't make videos, I don't get paid. If I don't get paid, bills don't get paid. And it kind of transcends on more than just me. And like, I can't sit around 3 weeks and not do anything on the reg, because gotta make money to pay bills. I mean, and what I do to make money is YouTube. And like, a lot of people want to criticize me, but like, why don't you go get a job? Well, YouTube pays pretty good for what it is, even at this point. It pays it's basically like working at a job on commission. The more you do, the more you get paid, and if you do nothing, you don't get paid nothing. There's like no base salary. But on the other hand, like right now, my leg is almost completely asleep, or if I stand on it for a while, it goes completely asleep. But you know, just nerve damage in my right leg, and it kind of affects me. Like, it makes it so that I could do a job like delivering mail, because it's sitting down, driving, getting up, putting in mailboxes. But I couldn't do a job at like McDonald's standing at a grill, because my leg would come out from under me. And another big disadvantage you get when you're my size is you get a whole lot of the looks. Oh man, those looks. For a normal healthy person, it's hard to get a job. A guy that's 180 pounds, 6 foot tall, pretty good shape, good heart rate, no medical problems, it's hard for him to get a job. When a company comes in and sees a guy like me, 400 pounds, you know, I tell them I have a bad leg. They see that I'm 400 pounds. They know they have to put me on their insurance, and they know I'm going to be a medical case. It's really, really hard in that aspect. I know I'm being negative, and I know there's other things that you can do to outshadow that, such as having a good resume and being uplifting and being fun to be around. But for the most part, it's hard to get a job. It's even harder when you're fat to get a job. I mean, you pretty much play life on hard mode every time you do anything. Dating, getting a job, buying a car. Like, one of the reasons I love trucks so much is they're so big on the interior. I can't drive a regular car. You gave me a Kia Sophia, I'm bigger than a Kia Sophia. I can't even drive like my buddy has a Camry. I can't drive a Camry. I can barely drive my grandma's Fusion, and that's my stomach's hitting the steering wheel when it's turning. There's just things that I have to drive because it's the only thing that's big enough to fit me. But let's go ahead and get these sit-ups out the way. My camera's dying. Hopefully I can get these sit-ups out of the way, just doing a little check-in, and this is where I'm at in life right now. I'm really unhappy with Call of Duty. I feel like I'm not as good at Call of Duty as I was 2 years ago, and a lot of that's because there's no motivation behind it. There's no desire to play Call of Duty, and there's no desire to get better. I mean, like, normally getting a good gameplay was like, yeah, good gameplay, because I felt like I was respected for my gameplay. But now there's just no motivation to get good gameplay. I mean, like, I don't care about my KD anymore. I don't really care about my win-loss. I've been avidly trying to be a better sport about it. I mean, I've been a guy named John Brzeznik, B-R-Z-E-N-K. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he's an arm wrestling champion. He's been the arm wrestling champion for 26 years, and he's been really a motivation for mine lately, because he is such a good sport about everything. He lost a 26-year lossless win streak. Well, all win streaks are lossless, and he didn't even flinch about it, and I wish I could be that strong. But let's get these sit-ups out of the way. Come on, Jen. Oh. And yeah, I do use my legs a lot in that, but you pretty much have to when you're my size. You gotta use your legs a lot, because picking a lot of weight up and momentum and leg power comes into that. But it's my abs are really sore right now. I probably could have done more, but I don't want to damage my muscles right now. So I'm gonna do 10 now, do 10 later, and just keep at 10 2 times a day until it gets to the point it doesn't hurt. Even at doing 20 a day for 30 days, it's like 600 push-ups, sit-ups a month, which is over half of what my goal is, which is 1,000. So, and I think I can do it. I think if I build my muscles up, I'll be able to do 1,000 sit-ups next month, because all I'm lacking is 15 a session. But it's been your boy. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption. I'm gonna go and put a disclaimer out here. This video is gonna be construed as bashing on somebody, but the guy that I picked to bash on is not just him alone. He is not an individual case. He is not rare in any form of any Call of Duty lobby. This is a consistent problem, and what compounds this is I'm actually trying to do something to beat a score previously, which I thought was retarded. Let's go and give some backstory here. What happened is I was playing with some friends. I was playing Mr. Chaos Math with my buddy Stan and Potato Smuggler, and we had a studio gameplay where we put up 3 blackbirds. We ended up winning the nomination handily, but a guy on our team went 4-28 on our team. The winning team goes 4-28. That's something to be said. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, and I want to show you some stuff. Well, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jordie Jordan. If you noticed right here beginning of the gameplay that I am really struggling to move, that's because I ran into the guy who went 4-28, and I figured, let me try to handicap myself and actually play with the controller upside down.
So what you're seeing right here on screen is me playing with the controller upside down. I ended up going 8 and 16 with 4 captures, playing with the controller upside down. We're going to continue to watch me play right now until the star of this show actually joins the lobby. He doesn't come in at the beginning of the game. So we're only going to show like the first 3 or 4 minutes of the round. But in the first 3 or 4 minutes of round 1, this guy manages to amass an impressive 0 and 16. So let's go ahead and kind of just jump to the point where he actually comes into the game. Alright guys, we're back. This is Helltown something, some numbers. This guy has a 0.5 KD. He has a 0.1 win-loss ratio. And I looked at his recent games. He has never went positive this month. This month as in the month of May. It is currently May 14th when I'm doing this commentary. So this guy has failed to go positive for 14 days. That being said, look at the way he plays. He doesn't play smart. He's very aggressive. He doesn't play the objective for the most part. I understand not playing aggressive is not a bad thing. It's not at all. There's some people that enjoy playing Call of Duty aggressively, and they can do it well or do it proficiently if you give it to them. But this is the worst case scenario I've ever seen. What made this worse, let's go and compound this. What made this worse is I'm hindering myself doing better than him. So a guy that can barely move, that's why I showed the beginning of this game without any audio on it. I wanted you to take it and study it and have no distractions on how hard I was struggling to move with the controller upside down. And yet I still was able to get 8 kills and 4 flag captures. While this guy managed nothing. He put donuts up the entire game. Is this a flag capture? Did he get this flag capture? My bad. He got 1 flag capture. I'm gonna show you the end game stats at the end of this game, so you can kind of see I'm not lying to you or anything. But what is up with the random tomahawks? He is throwing them with no regard to where the enemy's at. He's not using grizz spots. He's not using commonly known hatchet spots. He is chunking them up in the air in hopes that he gets a kill. Why? Why? What are you going to prove once you get that kill? Seriously, what are you going to prove? You throw the tomahawk up and you get 1 kill. What are you earning? Is the thrill of that 1 kill going to be worth the hours of dissatisfaction that you feel when you're playing the game? I mean, literally, this kid has not gone positive. He hasn't even gone even. You know, not even gone even. He's not gone positive for 14 days. You can't say he's having fun. I mean, what this sounds like to me... Oh, hold on. Let's stop it right there. Let's stop. It's trash, dude. It's trash. What you just witnessed. He did a 360 spin and tried to throw a hatchet at somebody that wasn't looking. And I don't know if he's making a montage. I don't know what. I mean, this is this mentality of... Oh, I'm at a loss for words. I used to get so upset when people like Muzzafuzza would like highlight these hatchets being thrown across the map. This was when Black Ops 1 first came out. You know, Muzzafuzza had Hatchet Theater. And that was like, alright, this is kind of lame. Not that Muzzafuzza's lame. I love Muzzafuzza. I mean, he's a very underrated commentator. But I just didn't like the idea of Hatchet Theater. But even then, Hatchet Theater had a level of skill involved in it, because Muzzafuzza used predetermined areas that off the route of a map where you would actually get a tomahawk somewhere near somebody. Spinning around and throwing tomahawks randomly can't be construed as fun, especially when you're not winning, you're not helping your team win, and you're not even doing it good. You would think after 14 days of running around throwing hatchets, you would actually get good at running around and throwing hatchets. I was able to best this guy holding a controller upside down. I want to alliterate that. Holding a controller upside down. Let's go and give a visual of what a controller upside down looks like. And I play on inverted, so that made it even harder. I played on Southpaw in Modern Warfare 2. In that video, I was able to get a Predator missile, or close to it. I have no earthly idea that somebody could go 0 and 26. Honestly. Because this guy obviously knows how to move. He moves fast. He moves fluently. But for some reason, he gets the joy of this. And this is 3 out of 6 people in every lobby you play in. What's the purpose of the skill gap? Let's go back to it. There's not much more torture I'm going to put you through on this because I'm borderline straight bickering at this point. I just had to step out and actually do a little video commentary on why, my thoughts on this. And tell me in the comment section, I've noticed somebody out there that's going to parade and big this guy up. But seriously, do you really think this is fun? Let me know in the comment section.
Hey guys, it's your buddy Wings of Redemption. That's Brandy. Hey. We're gonna do like a little day in my life video. We're gonna do some stuff. I gotta pick up a headset today. I gotta renew my PO box. I'm gonna sign up for the gym finally, and we're gonna go out and buy my food for this week. So hopefully you come along with all of this. And as for right now, here's my morning sit-ups and fast forward. I know sit-ups don't really promote weight loss. I'm not doing it for weight loss. I'm doing it to see if I can do it. And that's the goal. Ginger baby. We're currently at Walmart, and I discovered that I like fatty foods. What do you think about it? The problem with eating good food is I have no desire to eat that food. Like it's almost like you gotta force yourself to eat it. It's like, ugh. Baked chicken. Baked chicken's nasty. Baked pork chops are nasty. I want fried. I want on the artery clogging stuff. I want smothered in barbecue. Ugh. She's trying to diss the fact that we bought T-bone steak that was on sale for $14. See, we're saving $6. That YouTube money. For some reason she wants to get like peas that are like fresh and mess. Fresh stuff. I like my stuff frozen with preservatives. Yeah. GameStop. Won't sell games early, but they will open late. Overlord Chevy. You can eat. Overlord Chevy's hungry today. We need to get you a bath, buddy. You enjoy that now. Cook that specially for you. Bye.
Oh.
Well, Brandy, what do we have here today?
Give me a minute.
Well, let's look at the food.
Okay, yeah, look at the food first.
What do we have at the food?
This is fajitas, steak and chicken fajitas with veggies. This is hamburger and mushroom. This is steak and chicken stir fry with veggies. This is a pasta for you to mix with your pasta sauce and meatballs.
This is a vegetable pasta, right?
Yes, vegetable and whole grain.
What, can we see our tomato sauce? What do we do with our tomato sauce?
I diced up some mushrooms and there's meatballs in there. Lean ground beef. This is meatloaf. And this is for the stuffed peppers that are in the oven right now. It's brown rice and lean ground beef and tomato sauce.
Let's do this right here with the after stage mic. This right here is basically my dinner tonight. It's a stuffed pepper with brown rice and a little bit of Hunt's chili sauce with mushrooms around it. What we're basically doing here is trying to make it so that I have food to eat at the house. Everything here was less than $50. I think it was like $47. And we had the entire week's worth of food. And Brandy was nice enough to come over and cook for me, even though she's a little bit of camera shy. The idea is to slowly wean me into eating healthier. Not all these foods are going to be, you know, the bee's knees when it comes to healthy eating, but it's way better than going to McDonald's or Zaxby's or things like that. And we're going to slowly start portioning it out, doing sugar and calorie counting and things like that. But what we got to do now is actually get to the point where I'm used to eating at the house, because I've been pretty much eating out most of my life. I mean, I didn't really grow up to a home that really cooked dinner often. So this is all new and foreign to me. And one of the things I've been struggling with is reheating food, since I never actually learned how to cook. I don't consider myself dumb by any means. I'm very capable of following directions, but Tupperware usually doesn't have directions on the side of the box. But I just wanted to go ahead and share with you some of the stuff that's going into my diet regimen, and I'm currently up to 92 sit-ups, and that means I have to do 150 in the next 4 days, so it's gonna be fun. See you guys in a bit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm sitting here. I figured I'd do a quick desk update video because a lot of people ask me, "Where's the desk at? Where's the desk at? What's up with the desk?" Woody didn't get a chance to help me with it, mainly because he's been very busy the last 2 months or so. If you notice, like every other week he's going on a trip. So I took it to my buddy Stan's house, and Stan's been helping me out tremendously. What you're about to see is the video of the first day we worked on it. We've worked on it probably 2 or 3 days since then, mainly because Stan lives 45 minutes from me, so it's a little bit of a drive every time I go up there. But let me just go and do some fill-in, some backstory. Let's go and show you some of the footage right here. As you see, this is one of the first pictures I've actually took of my desk that are live action. And what happened is we used a thing called glass epoxy. Glass epoxy is almost like polyurethane. It gives the desk a nice shine, really glassy shine, and it's a protective coating. Well, what happened is the guy I paid to build the desk kind of messed up on the lines of we bought a bad batch of glass epoxy. That's what we only can assume, because most of the desk, 75% of the desk, well, more than that, 90% of the desk came out perfect. But little spots of the desk never would dry. And since glass epoxy doesn't dry, I use the term dry, but it's a chemical reaction. And it takes stuff in the air at a certain temperature to harden it. And if it's
not mixed right, the hardener and sealant's not mixed right, or just the hardener's no good in the sealant itself, it will turn out badly. And what we've been basically doing is doing the arduous task of taking everything back off the top of it and taking it back to bare wood. And we tried sanding it, but after going through about $60 of sanding wheels, we found that we couldn't really get it off with the sander. We made hardly any progress. So what we ended up doing is getting a thing of stripper. I don't remember off the top of my head the kind we got. A guy up in Lower South Carolina, up there at Blanton Hardware, he suggested it. Said it would take it would take it would take warts off some old prostitute pussy. I think that's how he put it. And basically, we coat this stuff on pretty thick, as you see Stan here. Or you might have seen, I don't know where I'm putting it in the video, but you'll see my buddy Stan like with a paintbrush is pouring on this like peach pink color stuff. And what it does is it's bubbling the top coat of that polyurethane, which is 1/16 of an inch thick. And then we'll take a scraper and then slowly scrape the top of the desk off. It's a very, very long, arduous process, and that's what we've been doing. We're going to get it down to the base wood. We're going to sand it again at the base wood to make sure so we can get that wood grain look to it. So it's just not all scratched up and scaved up. And then we're going to re-put another coat of polyurethane on it, put the stainer back on it. And then hopefully we're either going to attempt to pour it again ourselves, or we're going to try to find somebody to pour it. Just do a quick update video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is the desk, and this is the first time you guys get to see it. Warning, what you're about to witness is some bullshit brought to us by the company of Treyarch. This is bullshit that's unfathomable by the human mind. And I want to go ahead and give you a warning that there may be some cussing in this video. So let's go ahead and get to it. I've slowed down these two clips because I want to go ahead and show you God mode in action. This is a League Play match on the PlayStation 3. This guy somehow has the ability to put his character and make it unkillable. At the same time, he looks like he's holding something, like he's going to play something. But whatever it does, it makes him unkillable. As you see right there, he's blocking the door from our team. There was 3 people on our team there shooting at him, and all 3 of them were very good marksmen. You can see I myself put at least 8 shotgun shells into him. You don't believe me? Here's another angle at him. Slowed down. Here he is. He's holding something. Boom. That hit. That obviously hit too. He had, like I said, look on the mini-map. There's a cluster of guys there shooting at him. So I go over here and reload because I'm like pissed off. So I come back. I'm like, fuck it. Let's go at least kill the guy behind him. And you can see again, people are just drilling him. Like right there, my bullets don't register whatsoever. There is a glitch in the game that makes you unkillable. And this is that bullshit that be on League Play. You got dossers, you got people that cheat. And he's cheating. That's all that is. Stay warned. Maybe somebody can figure out how this is done. Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption. It's been a while since I actually did a video that has me playing Call of Duty. And I have been playing Call of Duty. And I figured maybe I should just lower my standards a little bit. It's been a while since I actually played standard public Call of Duty. I've been really into League Play recently. Much more so in the last half of the Call of Duty. It's just what gets me excited. Well, one of the main reasons is lack of C4. I can't stand getting C4'd. So League Play Championship has kind of been my safe harbor from not getting C4 and playing objective. But I did play some public the other day when I prestiged. And I got this game with the standard shotgun class. You know, the one with the crossbow. And I figured I'd share it with you. So without further ado, here's the video. I don't have my theme music here right now. Was a 1 second. Oh man, standard shotgun class. I've been really digging the M1216. I'm trying not to talk in this monotone voice like I've always talked to. Let me. Hey guys, new start over. Oh man, it's been a while since I did a really unedited straight through commentary. So let's go and give it a shot right here. M1216. I have been falling in love with this gun. I've been falling in love with this gun so much that I've actually decided that I'm going to put it up in my number 1 gun slot, which isn't very hard for me because I think my number 1 gun is like 3,500 kills. I use a lot of different guns. Unlike a lot of people that use just the... You see a lot of the people just have that one gun they have all their kills with. I use a little bit of everything. But I've decided that this is the gun I want to represent me on the number 1 of my gun slot. And I really enjoy using it. Much so more as I really love seeing people get to that stage where they're just frustrated with it. That just hearing that joy of their frustration is what keeps me using the gun, especially in Search and Destroy. And you would be surprised how many people consider the gun cheap. I'd be like, come on, man. Come on. Seriously? This is what you're mad about? Another thing that kind of bothers me when I'm using the M1216 is that Vengeance shotgun class. I see my own teammates do this, and I'm like, why? Let me go ahead and go on a record and state that when you get killed by a Remington, bringing out your own Remington class isn't the best idea. Why? Because 1, shotgun on shotgun is pretty much a connection battle. 2, you're basically playing into their shotgun's strength, because to kill with your shotgun, you have to be in range of their shotgun. Number 3. Call of Duty is a very connection-heavy first-person shooter, much so more than every other Call of Duty that they've ever put out. What this means is most gun battles that you have are already won or lost before you actually fight the battles. This is much more so when you go shotgun on shotgun. I find this very troublesome. Oh, look at that bullshit death right there. But I find this more prevalent because when I start using the 1216, the first thing people do is they pull out their shotgun class, which is always a Remington 870, which kind of highlights the weaknesses of the 1216 pretty prevalently. Because 1, the 870 has a longer range, has a stronger one-hit kill thing, and can put out 2 lethal shots before I can put out enough shots to kill a single person. This pretty much almost requires you to be an ambush predator. It almost requires dead silence and awareness. And maybe that's one of the reasons I actually like the gun over other guns, because I really like that nobody uses it. I really like that it's a gun that's really looked down upon. And it's almost like the XCal RCXD of Black Ops 1, that I just want to have a cool gun on the top of my list. That's so much to say with it. What are some tips with the M1216? Well, first off, I haven't decided what's the best second attachment. You don't really need toughness unless you're rocking a lot of the secondaries right here. But here's the thing with toughness I have on this class. 1, you're going to be playing an ambush style. What is an ambush style? Ambush style is basically what a lot of people call camping, but I like to set up somewhere that is going to be in high traffic area. This is the map slums, so blue room is going to be in high traffic area. If you notice, I'm always getting into engagements left and right, left and right, left and right. This truck that you see on the screen in front of me is a perfect place to do this at, especially, but you're going to need a long range weapon. The generic 870 class doesn't have a long range capable weapon as a secondary. It'd be better suited with like a B20 or just somebody's other weapon. That's where Fast Hands is really good at. Fast Hands is really, really good at getting secondary weapons. So that's a very high up suggestion. So Fast Hands is really good for being able to switch out and picking up other people's weapons and such. And then there's Cold-Blooded and Hardwired. There's another one. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But Cold-Blooded is another good example. Cold-Blooded will help you not get knocked out of what clipping spots, or people like to call head glitches. That's where Cold-Blooded shines, not having your name appear on the map. And that's the only reason I would use Cold-Blooded. I mean, the fact is, lack of thermal doesn't really help because you pretty much appear in thermal throughout. And the kill streaks are pretty much really, 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 really strong, so they don't really help in that regards either. The only thing it really helps you do is hiding and not having your name up here making you a harder target to head glitch, and also a little no red box on Target Finder, which I don't feel like that's that big a deal because one, the maps are small, people. If you're dying to Target Finder, they probably much would kill you with any site out there. And Target Finder is an anti-camping tool, as much people want to hate to hear about it, because it's designed to take campers out of head glitches. That's what the Target Finder is designed to do. Like, if I had a Target Finder right here on the shotgun, it being in a red box would mean no, never mind. But that's cold-blooded, so I'm still leaning fast hands on that. And the other one's hardwired, which hardwired is only prevalent against people that really want to try hard with EMP nades. EMP nades and C4 are some of the most abused equipment on the game, and so hardwired might stick just for that reason alone. What do you guys think would be the best attachment for the M1216? Would you be interested in more M1216 gameplay? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you've been your boy Wings of Redemption, if you could, please rate the video. Helps me out tremendously. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm out of here. Woe as me. Welcome to another edition of the Bullshit News. It's a show where I basically have no video editing skills, and I talk about shit. Well, your girl Paula Deen's back in the news again today. And why is Paula Deen in the news? I have no fucking clue. I seriously don't. Paula Deen is a Southern cook, or the queen of Southern cooking. And she is on the Food Network, and I guess she makes like lima beans and rice and shit. I mean, she pretty much does the same thing my grandma does, except she didn't have a lucrative Food Network deal in a pot line at Walmart. Well, apparently she said a racist word like, I don't know, 200 years ago. I mean, the bitch looked like she's dirt. So you know how I know this? Or you know why I know this? It's because this is the shit they throw on the front page of the news. Like, seriously. I seen one where Justin Bieber got a concussion last year. A concussion? Motherfucker, Steve Young got 8 or 10 or 15 of them motherfuckers. I don't know. I quit counting how many concussions Steve Young had through his NFL career. I mean, it's just like that stupid baseball shit they had the other day. They want to make pitchers wear like a cap that has a protective lining on the inside of it. Because like 2 pitchers get hit a year in the head and have a concussion. How many goddamn concussions do you think football players have? Seriously, count them motherfuckers up. You're going to need a calculator. And they wear helmets. But that's contact on contact wings. But look here, baseball has been played the same way for 100 plus years. Don't change the game. Nobody's getting killed in baseball. If one person gets his brains knocked out, he can pay for it. He makes $1 million goddamn dollars. I rest my case on that shit, but I digress. Back to Paula Deen. When I seen this shit, I want to go woohoo and do a murky-durky and thank the stars, the deities, every astrological symbol I can think, the zodiac stars. I want to thank every one of them. I want to pull them from the sky and give them a big old bear hug. Because there has to be no more evil and destruction in this world for me to give 2 shits and a fuck about Paula Deen and her racial slurs. Do I care if my cook on the Food Network is a racist? No, I do not. Do I care if George Zimmerman is a racist? No, I do not. By the way, your boy George Zimmerman, you fucked up, son. You don't go and get fat. People are racist against fat motherfuckers. Let me tell you this. If you see a person that's a bigot towards you, and you hurt your case eating them damn Whoppers, take it as from a fat guy himself. I digress again. I don't give 2 shits in the fuck about Paula Deen. I don't. Why is this bitch all over my Facebook? You know what else I don't give 2 shits in the fuck about? Your boy Kanye West's baby. I don't give fuck about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. It's like my mother, just for the other day, my mother was watching the Country Music Video Awards. I think that's what she was watching. It was something to do with country music. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, seriously? You're watching rich people give other rich people awards on how much better they are than you. And this is what you enjoy on television. This is what you tune into. It's ridiculous. This is this money-grubbing scheme. I have a hypothesis. Oh no, it's one of these Wings hypotheses. Let's go ahead and let me think about it. Think about the trend of music. When I was growing up, it was the rock era. We had the rap rock. We had the Korn, the Limp Bizkit. It kind of got a little bit more fashionable. It was a swing from the 80s to the 90s. But the 90s still had some substance in their music. Now, from when the late 90s to early 2000s, it started to get a little bit more clubby. You know, Little John and the East Side Boys, the Yin Yang Twins. But you still had some substance in your music. It wasn't mainstream. The Backstreet Boys were kind of dying out. And, you know, the Dirty South was moving on in. Now, dog, it's just straight up, I got a Cadillac and a big chain. I got money, ma, and a certain... Is music now dictating the ability of capitalism? Is it subliminally selling capitalism? Is this why these artists are famous? Because they're willing to bend? It's a theory. I don't know. Let's go to the next topic on the bullshit news. Let's go into the money corner of the bullshit news. This is the part where I give you bad advice about your money, or just tell you about how people are spending money badly. Let's talk about some motherfuckers spending money badly. President Obama. Oh man, this right here is going to get you, get some haters out there. Haters riled up, mad as fire. President Obama, you fucking up. Your trip to Africa is projected to cost $400 million. $400 million. Take an idea and think about that. You could buy like every part of Cash Money Records with $400 million. Let me go and put this out there. Justin Bieber is worth $110 million. Prince is worth $300 million. And Obama's trip is going to cost more than that. And guess who gets to pick up the tab? Us, the taxpayers. Why the fuck can't you Skype call that motherfucker? Why do you have to go there in person? We don't need jet planes, security forces, and control of the sea. You know, and you don't need the streets locked down. All you need is a motherfucking Skype call with $10 worth of Skype credits. You're not working officially, pimp. You blowing money. That's what you doing. Blowing money. You know some other shit that's blowing money? I say they're putting a fucking sensor on the back of a cockroach. That's dumb. What's that supposed to do? Stimulate like paralysis? What are they doing with that? Like, that's the money corner. President Obama, you fucking up. Matter of fact, let's go back to this roach bullshit while we're on the subject. Let's go ahead and end it with this. So I actually read the story. And the idea of the story is to create a bug that can navigate through small objects such as collapsed buildings and all. That's the fucking golden lining. Just like I was watching C-SPAN earlier today, and they wanted to talk about the interest rate for student loans are going to go up to from 3.2 to like 6.8%, and they wanted to filibuster it. Well, the way they basically pleaded their case is it's for national defense, because you got to kind of plead your case in the United States for national defense, because that's the only way you get through these old heads putting, you know, old brains into new bodies. That's all they are in Capitol Hill. That's all lawmakers are. They're people that don't care about you. All they want to care about is national defense. And I could see, you know, old Connect Super Roach over there being a national defense spy for Mother Russia to see if they got nuclear bombs. Well, you know, old Price, Captain Price sitting outside be like, oh, mate, Makarov really fucking up now. It's stupid, dude. Stupid. I mean, Microsoft is getting in bed with the government at this point, because Kinect is actually Microsoft's technology, and they're using it to control bugs by Tesla coil shocks. Doesn't this bother some people? I ain't religious, and I'm not religious in the least bit, but this shit going too far. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. This has been the bullshit news. As always, rate, like the video. I'm Mighty 5000. Check out my Last of Us series. As always,